going on, everybody? It's Rich Perez welcoming you back into another dose of the rundown. Got a special one, man. Return guest for the third time now. Uncle Tony is with us today, and another return guest, second time guest on with us, Coach KD Khaled Dassan.
Yeah. We could have put Uncle Tony last. You said Uncle Tony last.
And not only
is the best for last.
But let's start the show by letting him know how we represent him with our KD apparel.
Let's win.
Wishing you a very happy birthday, my nephew. God bless you. Happy birthday, Khaled. So let's rock and roll and let's talk wrestling.
Yeah, man. Sorry for the baseball caps. Not a great day for my Yankees, but it's all good. Let me read. So yeah, like I was saying, man, not a good day for my Yankees, but you know, the wrestling's here, so we're ready to rock and roll. Got the Olympic team trials going on this weekend over in Dallas, Fort Worth. We're going to be doing the breakdown for the men's freestyle trials this weekend. Got a lot of good feedback from you guys who enjoyed me and my dad's breakdown of the NCAA tournament. Pretty good, I would say myself.
That was fun.
Let's get into this, man. 57 kilograms. It's going to be a little bit of a reseeding because unfortunately the 5 seed Nick Soriano won't be competing this weekend due to contracting COVID-19. But your 1 seed Thomas Gilman, 2 seed Dayton Fix, 3 seed Vitaly Aruja, 4 seed Seth Gross, Joe Colon slides up to the 5, Tomasello slides up to the 6, Sean Russell, who just won the last chance qualifier, slides up to the 7, Zane Richards to the 8, and Zach Sanders to the 9. I guess before we kind of start the breakdown a little bit, anything that you guys see as far as these competitors that pop out to you?
Go ahead, Khaled.
I think at 57, there's, man, what a weight class. I mean, I think just this year, I mean, these weight classes are just so stacked. I mean, you have NCAA champs versus NCAA champs first round, just insane. I mean, just crazy to think, you know, this is just crazy tournament. It's going to be crazy. I don't think everything's not going to go as expected. I think there's going to be a lot of upsets, and it's just going to be an insane tournament.
And I gotta agree with you. And I don't even know, Khaled, if we'll call them upsets, because you hit the nail on the head when you said we have so many multiple or individual national champs or guys who are going to be in the running for a title soon in this bracket. So let's start off, like they said, with the number 1 seed, right? We'll go with Thomas Gilman right out the gate. We know he was a Hawkeye, won his national title as a Hawkeye, but now has taken his style and his physical all the way to State College, where he's now out of the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. Yeah. What do you think about that guy, Khaled?
I think he's awesome. I've been a fan of him. You know, it's not easy after, you know, being the favorite, going undefeated the whole season, you know, from NCAA days, you know, losing in a heartbreaking way to, you know, Darren Cruz, and then coming back to take third. It takes a really, 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 really tough person to come back and take third after, you know, losing, you know, close. I'm pretty sure it was an overtime match to Darren Cruz, or last second takedown, one or the other, and coming back to take third. So I've always admired how tough he was, and then now hearing from, you know, obviously being close with Roman, hearing how much he's helping the team and seeing him cheer on his new team, and I know he gives a full effort not only to himself but to Roman, and Roman tells me how much he helps him develop both technically and mentally. So I think he's a great. It's just great to have around the room, and I mean, I don't know if I should say who my guy is, but that's who I'm going with at least.
All right, so going with Gilman. Rich, what do you think with the rest of the guys? So remember now, we got Dayton Fix in the field, we got Vita Aruja, we got Seth Gross, we got Nick Soriano, who's out. I'm sorry, he's out. Joe Colon, Nathan Tomasello. You got Sean Russell, Zane Richards, and Zach Sanders. I'm gonna give a little input. So we're deep, like you said, right, Khaled? Obviously, and I see immediately you're having Gilman as your winner out of this bracket. But Dayton Fix is a tough match for anybody. But sure. I think that with everybody in there, if anybody's starting to grow and blossom, though he just lost to Gilman in January, I would be all eyes and attention on Vitaly Aruja.
I agree.
I'd be careful for the simple fact when you talk about pedigree. He's the son of a two-time world champ, Olympic bronze medalist. But not only that, for those who don't know, Volgar Ruja, who's a two-time world champ, did not start wrestling till he was 13 years old. This is a fact. And won a world title at 19.
Yeah.
Started wrestling at 13 in Russia, and 19 was a world champ.
Great coach now, Long Island. He's doing a great job down there. He's done a great job for many years.
Yeah, sure. Like you guys have done with Empire and the other style that was called name before. But I think there's a lot to be said when you have a father and a guy and a mentor like that. You know, that's your father. I think that has a lot to do with certain things. But go ahead, Rich. What do you think? I haven't decided who I'm going to pick yet, but what do you think about this bracket?
Number one, I think the top matchup that we get in this bracket is second round Joe Colon and Seth Gross. I want to give a shout out to my man, the Wrestling Nomad. He believes that Seth Gross, the winner of Gilman, Seth Gross is going to represent the United States. Really? And which I'm not mad at all. And it's disappointing that we don't get Soriano in there because last time I saw those two wrestle, Seth Gross beat him on, what was it? We were both there. Was it last second change up there to beat Soriano. But I think that's the top matchup. Cologne's represented the United States at the world level before. Wrestled in a medal match at the World Championships. We know how good Seth Gross is. Thomas Gilman's a world medalist as well. So I think that's the first matchup to look out for.
That's insane.
Nathan Tomasello's solid.
Well,
too.
I was gonna say Tomasello's solid, but last time I was shocked to see him here because last time I remembered what I had heard was he was done with wrestling.
Okay,
so it's good to see him. It's good to see him back, but
scene,
I just don't think he's the same guy that he was in the past
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. So I would take Vito to get over him and wrestle Dayton Fix to get to that final.
And who do you have winning this bracket?
I think I'm going to pick Dayton Fix just because of the recency with him and Thomas Gilman. And also I think the sting of not winning a national title a couple weeks ago might have him a little motivated to kind of do something here. Okay. Plus he's always been a lot better of a freestyle wrestler than he is folk style too.
Okay. I respect that opinion. But then again, maybe this, not at this level all the time. I mean, these guys are mature and these guys are, and they're pros at this now. They've been doing this for a lifetime. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but let's not take out of the equation that Dayton Fix is dropping 7.5 pounds to come down from 33 to 25 or whatever it is.
33 pounder.
Big?
He's a
huge 33 pounder.
Next to Roman, he was big.
Yes.
Roman,
yes. I mean, he looked every bit of, even after the weigh-in, and he hydrated. He looked at least 44, 43, 44, easy.
Go down to 25. I mean, 6 to 25. I mean,
and even if he controlled his weight and watched, because he's a disciplinarian, you got to be at this level.
Yeah.
I don't think he let himself get over 40. I don't know. I thought he went up to 45 after NCAA.
You guys have to weigh in twice.
Do they have to weigh in?
They have to. It's same day weigh-ins.
Same day, so it's only 1 day. So no, they only weigh in once, right? It's 1 day. It's 1 day, Khaled. Coach, it's only 1 day. 1 day weigh-in. So okay, so Rich is going Fix, and I think obviously, you'd have to say Gilman's the favorite, but I'm gonna buck the trend, and I'm gonna pick Vito Arujau.
Here we go, Long Island. Island.
You know what?
Long Island.
No. Honestly, other than losing to Gilman when he did in January, Vito's been lights out.
He has.
He's been lights out. Think about it. No, I'm just being realistic. On the freestyle scene, other than Gilman, he's been lights out.
He's great. I think.
What I want to know, wait, man, does Vito's got to go through Fix first?
They'll meet in the semi to get to the best of 3.
Yeah, so that's tough. But you know what? Like I said, I'm gonna. He already picked Gilman. He already picked Gilman.
You can pick the same guy.
No. You know what? I definitely have Gilman being the favorite, but yeah, he's right. I'm gonna put my Long Island heart on my sleeve, and I'm gonna go with Vito Arujau.
Yeah.
So we all got a difference in opinion in this bracket.
Yeah,
Gilman.
That's great.
I got Gilman. going home with this beating.
Well, I can respect that. I mean, I don't
and
think
you know what? And so I don't get it wrong. I'm going to agree with you with Gilman. But like I said, I'm going to put my heart on my sleeve. It's almost like I'm picking two guys, and I'm going to say Vito. But I think that you'd have to go, with the clear on favorite, and the way he's been wrestling, just beat Vito in January. And Thomas Gilman's a tough boy. And then you think about it, right, Khaled, as a coach, you're one of the finer coaches in the country. You have multiple wrestlers that are nationally ranked on the high school level in different weights. I think that there's a lot to be said for a guy like Gilman, who was in a Hawkeye room, and now he's at the Nittany Lion training facility, like having the best of both of those worlds. Is that kind of crazy?
Yep. I think it's, and to hear that how much he's giving back. All I keep hearing is how much he's actually, giving back. It's just insane. Just shows the type of character, what type of guy he is,
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So we're through at 57. We got Khaled Dassan, one of the head coaches from Empire Wrestling, a national guru, going with Thomas Gilman. Uncle Tony's going with Vitaly Arujah, and my son Rich is going with Dayton Fix. To win it, to represent the United States of America.
Oh, 3 different picks. That's a good start.
Yeah.
No. Respectable opinions all around. I don't
Yes.
think anybody can really argue too much about any of those picks there.
Yes, sir. And before we go on though, too, don't get it messed up. When you got Seth Gross in there, he can beat anybody.
Absolutely.
He can beat anybody.
Absolutely.
He can beat anybody because
unbelievable wrestlers.
Yeah, right. Because you think about a guy like Seth Gross. Seth Gross is definitely the one guy in this weight class that can hit you with 4 and 5 from multiple positions. Not everybody in this bracket can do that. He can do it off your shot, off his shot, in the scramble. You gotta watch Seth Gross for that. So we all have our pick, but again, we all know how dangerous Seth Gross can be. So great job on that. We're gonna move to 65 kilos, Rich.
This is actually I think the weight class of the tournament for men's freestyle. Honestly, it's loaded. I have great opinions of everybody here. The number one, you got Evan Henderson and Mitch McKee as your 10-11 seeds. Those are two guys that are extremely dangerous from those spots. You do Mitch McKee. The McKee brothers are like I saw Flo tweet that called them the Road Warriors. These two dudes lost in the second round and came all the way back in both of their respective tournaments. So
I think this guy wrestled like 7 matches and he ended up beating. I mean, he wrestles for true second and beats Lugo. I mean, it was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, Lugo, who was winning, dominating Evan Henderson, ends up getting caught on his back and pinned. And then wrestles that true second match, which is, I imagine after wrestling a match like that, it's pretty tough to wrestle. I think it's harder than actually making the finals, and ends up losing. And he was dangerous as well.
And when was this match you're talking about?
This was last weekend.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah.
Wow.
The last chance qualifier.
So Henderson came back and beat Lugo, pinned him.
Yeah.
Henderson ended up winning it, and McKee took true second.
Okay. But then again, Henderson up, but then Yanni's that way too. Henderson and Yanni, obviously, I think we'll all agree, are the equivalent to what a guy like Seth Gross can do. Either one of those twos, from Yanni to Evan Henderson, can hit you and score with the most unorthodox points and positions and unexpected positions that most people wouldn't see coming. So you have to watch Evan Henderson. Though he's the 10th seed, there's a lot that kid brings to the table. So be careful. So you know what?
Let's see. Your 1 seed at this is going to be Zane Rutherford. 2 seed Yanni Diakomahalis. 3 seed Jordan Oliver. 4 seed James Green. 5 seed Joey McKenna. 6 seed Nick Lee. 7 seed who represented us at the 2016 Olympics, Frank Molinaro. 8 seed Anthony Ashnault. 9 seed Nashawn Garrett. And then we already told you 10 and 11 is Evan Henderson and Mitch McKee.
Now, with that said, I want to reflect on what Khaled said about the first weight class, national championships. In this bracket, I think there's a total of 12 national titles.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think. Let's see. Zane's got 3. Yanni's got 2. That's 5. Jordan's got 2 or 3.
3.
3. That's 13.
2. Excuse me. 2.
Okay, that's 5. That's 7. James Green doesn't have any, right?
No.
All right, 5. McKenna. Nick got 1. That's 6. Molinaro got 1. That's 7. I don't know why I thought so many more. Okay, so 7.
Got 1.
8.
8. Nashawn got one 9.
9,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, so that's 9 titles in there, coming from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 11 wrestlers.
7 titles.
7?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Zayn got 3. Yanni got 2.
I'm just thinking individuals. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying 7 of the 11 competing athletes in this weight class have stood on top of the national podium. That's. Tell me, Khaled, you know what that is. You know, you're the high level guy.
That's
But his weight class is loaded.
But let him answer that.
Like you said, I mean, this is going to be one of the most interesting weight classes. We could pick 3 guys and all be wrong. Think about that. Let's just put it like that. We could each choose a guy, and we could still be wrong in who comes out of that bracket. That's how insane this bracket is. I mean, even if we chose the first 3 guys, who's to say James Green doesn't make it out? I mean, multiple times
World silver medalist.
You know what I mean? World silver medalist, exactly. And McKenna, I mean, it's super tough. You know what I mean? And Molinaro was Olympian, wasn't he?
Yes,
He was an Olympian, yes.
Yep.
And nobody picked that when he made the Olympic team. Nobody thought that was going to happen.
Nobody saw that coming.
This just goes to show you the depth of this weight class. We could pick 3 different guys and all be wrong.
Absolutely.
That's insane.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna start with you, Rich, or you want to start with me? Because we gave a
little rotation going.
We'll go rotation. Yeah, we'll go a little rotation.
What do you got at this point, Rich? Tell me
why. I kind of want to go through it a little bit. I mean, I've been telling people for a while to watch that McKenna legitimately could represent the United States in the Olympics because he's been there with everybody he's wrestled, even at the international level. He's been there with the best guys, and he's beaten some of the best guys. No. I'm just going through it right now. But I'm saying,
look at that look.
Wow. I was just saying, wow, right off the bat.
I would not be shocked if McKenna is legitimately that good. He's at the PRTC now with Brandon Slays. He's had great coaches his entire career, but he's in a very good situation right now. I would not be shocked as far as the James Green point goes. I have a lot of questions with him down at 65 kilos. We saw him try to do this in 2016. It didn't work out. I don't believe we've actually even seen him wrestle down to weight yet, even though he's wrestled, quote unquote at 65. I don't think he's actually wrestled at 143.5 pounds.
That's insane.
And this is a same day weigh-in. So I feel like it's possible history could repeat itself. And we might not even see him, do what a lot think
he's capable.
It has nothing to do with the talent. It's just,
who knows what if he turns it on? I mean, like
that's possible too. But for me, it's can he perform at the weight? I know how talented he is.
Yeah.
And J.O. I did a breakdown with you with the what was it with the and
I
we
was
both
wrong.
picked J.O. to win.
Jordan Oliver. I had Jordan Oliver
We
win the whole
both picked
thing.
J.O. to win, and that's what I am a Jordan Oliver fan. I've been a Jordan Oliver fan for a long time. So as far as my heart goes, I'll be rooting for him. But unfortunately, I feel like he might have missed his time as far as a couple of years ago when he was supposed to make the team and kind of got popped for the PEDs.
Okay.
So with him, I don't want to pick him just because he just hasn't been able to come through when the tournament time is there.
Okay.
So I think in this tournament, after everything I said, Yanni Diakomahalis has to be the guy to me. He's the one guy that's wrestled the best out of everybody in this field. He's like that up and coming guy, like like when Michael Jordan was on the way out, then we got Kobe Bryant, right? Like that's kind of like what Yanni's kind of been here. I got to go with Yanni here.
Are we going Uncle T or are we going to me?
We're gonna let you hit second. I'm gonna hit cleanup. Or you want to hit last? You want to hit last?
No, I could go now. I will go. Man, I'm going Yanni too. I'm going to be New York homer here. I was stuck between him and Zayn. I think those are going to be the guys in the finals. I'm going Yanni. I think Yanni is a special human being. I think his dad's obviously a great coach. He's got great coaching at Cornell.
Yes.
I'm going Yanni. I think he's going to get it done here, and I think he's going to do some special things at the Olympics too, as well. So I'm going New York here. I'm going Yanni.
Yeah, we might have to find a way to Tokyo. I'm serious. Well, there you go. Rich got Yanni. Coach D's got Yanni. And before I make my choice, I'm gonna go over a few things with all of you guys. You mentioned Jordan Oliver maybe missing his time. Well, let me tell you, the last time he wrestled, he didn't wrestle well, right? That was the first time. Wait, that was the first time in over a year and a half that he didn't look well. Because if we go back to the the New York Athletic Club when he won that, nobody scored a point on him. He went 66. It was 66-0 with McKenna and most of these guys in the weight. Huh?
Did he beat Molinaro in the finals?
Yes, he did. Nobody scored a point on him.
Yeah, we were there. He was at the NYC.
Yeah, 66. He had 66 offensive points. None scored against him. Now, what I've always said about Jo, and I will always say about Jo, if he's got his conditioning under control and he's got his legs under him for 6 minutes, and he's as fresh in the 5th and 6th minute as he is in the 1st and 2nd. Since he's been at UNC with Kenny Monday, that was the case until this one time, the last time he wrestled, he lost, and he didn't look that good.
Got tagged by Yanni, too. It wasn't, I mean, like, kind of like, just kind of.
He didn't get beat by Yanni when he was with Kenny Monday.
No,
that was when they were both at Cornell.
That's right. Okay. That's right. So you got to remember there was a lot of familiarity. You know, he's familiar with him. Yep. So a lot of things come into that equation.
But going back to what you said, though, that like you said, I mean, that pace that he sets is an exhausting pace. You know, for himself. I mean, you have to be conditioned and ready to go for 6 hard minutes if you're going to move. And do this type, and
level changes and all that.
Doing the level changes, that type of deal.
And he had that at the NYC. That's why he scored 66 points and nobody scored it. He dismantled McKenna.
Not only that, but I don't know if you guys were the year he was supposed to make the team. He walked through that field.
Okay.
Into like the same thing that you're talking about at the NYC. Like he was outscoring opponents like it was nothing. Yeah. So I mean, if he's that guy,
he's on.
Then there's no way you can pick against him. But I'm going based off of what I've seen in recent times. Not just this last tournament, but like I said, the last couple of times he's been at the trials, he just hasn't gotten it done.
Well, the last time the trial, but he wasn't wrestling under the Kenny Monday flag.
Yeah, I get that.
But I'm saying once he changed rooms and once his whole diet changed and being more disciplined and serious started taking place, then the results started showing.
Wait,
Kenny Monday, you got to remember that I was down at the UNC room for about 2 months when little Tony was down there training. And I saw and lived and watched the difference in the transformation of Jo on a more focused, serious level. Not that he's not always been that. He's always been that, but just something different with Kenny Monday. You have a 2-time NCAA champ. No. I'm easy.
We're waiting on you. Where's
okay.
it?
All right. So listen, with
I would have thought for sure you were picking him the way you were talking about him.
Okay, then the reality of what you both are saying, we have to bring into the equation what really matters, and it's called consistency. Mm-hmm. And I don't think anybody in this weight class has been more consistent than the top 2 guys, which is Zane and Yanni.
Yep.
Both of them have been the most consistent, competing at the same level, at the most consistent, highest level, whether it's against other competition or themselves, they're the most consistent. I think that Jordan just had that one hiccup lately, so don't sleep on Jordan Oliver. But if I'm going to go with Zane Train. I'm going to go with Zane Rutherford. Yeah, I'm going to go with Zane Rutherford. I'm going to go with Casey Cunningham, Cody Sanderson, Cale Sanderson, obviously, Jake Varner, and that staff, and Gilman, and Franklin Gomez in that RTC room, and Snyder in that RTC room, and Espinal, who was a silver medalist for Puerto Rico in that room, just to name a few, and David Taylor. And I think that when you give preparation to a Penn State guy, watch what you wish for.
They are dangerous.
I love Yanni. I love Jordan's my guy. Jordan, I love you dearly. And if the best Jordan is there and his legs are under him, Jordan's winning this tournament. If his legs are on him for the whole tournament, Jordan Oliver's winning this tournament. But if that's not the case, and then I got to go to consistency, I have to pick Zane Rutherford for that reason.
It would be hard for anybody to disagree with you, but I just think with the recency of everything, and it's gonna be very hard for me to pick against
Yanni. Yeah, I know that, but somebody got to buck the trend.
Yeah,
somebody got to buck the trend. We can't ride the same. We can't all ride the same bus.
Why can't we all just get along?
No, okay. I like that. We can, but you know what? guess what? I got another Uncle Tony text. Guess what?
Breaking news on the run. I gotta
Breaking
get
news.
a siren on here.
Siren.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a Zane Rutherford. Oh, there it is.
On the
I
Rundown
got a
podcast.
Zane Rutherford. I got a Zane Rutherford from just
Siren.
no, this was Tuesday. I sent him a text. Said a couple of things to him. And what I told him was, hey, Zane, it's Uncle Tony. Wanted to wish you luck for the trials. I said a few other things. He says, thanks, Uncle Tony. He goes, I hope you guys are doing great. I said, we are. I said, bring it home. It's your time. And he says, yes, sir, with a fist.
The fist is always good. It's always a good sign when they send the fist in there.
Yeah, no doubt. It's like with anything else. I think, you know, you being, like I said, one of the finer coaches in the country, I think, you know, just like you always talk about, you know, the work ethic and consistency and putting in the time and stuff as a coach, that's your mindset. So imagine what your athletes got to bring to the table. I've come to know you, and I've come to not only respect you as a coach, but know that you're second to none when it comes to your mindset.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, well, it's earned. It's, you know, it's earned. You know, you're known, and I've come to know you as a guy where, you know, I'll talk to you and you're like, if they don't give me, I give 120%. And if my wrestlers ain't giving me what I give them, you know, we're going to have a problem. So you don't hear coaches saying that. You know, you'll hear coaches talking about, you know, he could be good. I want to good. I push him. But to hear a coach speak like you actually express yourself like you're the athlete, like I'm on that mat and I'm doing this. And if I'm going to do it at the highest level, you better do. So that's a lot to be said. You know,
I'd rather work with a wrestler who's not as good as giving me a full effort than a wrestler who's the superstar he's not giving me that full effort that I kind of demand in a way.
That's awesome. So all right, so let's move on.
Well, I just wanted to end that weight with how we started it. Do not be shocked if somebody that we didn't pick wins it. Nobody should be shocked because this weight is that loaded. And then as far as the JO thing, I think we're all JO fans here, so I don't want that to be taken as a slight that nobody's picking him. Like,
no, man. I tell you,
we're fans of a lot of guys in these upcoming weight classes. I mean, we're close to a lot of these guys. I mean, there's so many guys we're friends with in these upcoming weight classes.
Yeah, we know them all. I mean, come on. Me and Yanni's father are best of friends. I love him. Oh, I love him dearly. That's my guy, man.
I've been watching Yanni since he was a 96 pounder.
Yeah, since he's a kid. And
New York guys.
Yeah, and Khaled said it. Great, not only great coach, one of the greatest wrestling minds you'll sit down to and talk with is Elias Dahakamahalis, Yanni's father. He is a wrestling savant.
Yeah,
he is a wrestling savant.
When you speak,
as is his son.
At Super 32, a lot of people, you know, they want Yanni clinics. And I said, when are you going to get down here? I told his dad, I said, and we need you to get down here and start. What
did he say? Because he's so humble. He'll be like, he'll blow it off.
You know, he's very, I mean, obviously he's busy. I know he is, but he said, you know, whenever I could get down there, you know, we could talk and we exchange numbers, and I'm definitely going to try to get him down here. He's awesome.
He's a special human being. He is, like I said, one of the greatest wrestling minds I've ever sat down with and exchanged wrestling position, wrestling IQ, wrestling, you name it. He's just
and a great person to top it all off.
Oh man. Oh yeah. One of the most humble, giving men you'll ever come across.
And you mentioned the Penn State factor of giving them time to prep for somebody. That Yanni and his camp, they're very well at that too.
Yes. Well, again, you're right. Those two programs mirror each other when it comes to that. Yanni's gonna have, like I said, one of the greatest wrestling minds in the world. His father, he is that,
and so is he. He's a guy
where do you think he got it from?
But he's a guy
from his father.
He's another one who's like ahead of, like I got a chance to talk to, you know, your guys, PJ Duke and Matty Lopes, and you know they reminded me of him a little bit in the sense that ahead of their time.
Yeah.
When he was a kid, he was watching, you know, Russian nationals. Like wrestlers, you know, these high school kids don't do that.
He was watching Satsiev and all of these other guys. But again, from the father, his dad's been doing that forever. And his father's like, well, I was a D3 All-American. I wasn't that good. And I just laugh at him sometimes because I see how much he's put into, you know, his study of the sport and becoming a student of the sport and position. And after probably almost, Lord knows, 30-something years, because Elias got to be in his late 40s, maybe early 50s, maybe he's 47. I don't know. He's up there. right? But the guy is a wrestling encyclopedia. Yeah, and I mean a worldwide level encyclopedia, not just entrenched in the United States styles and the United States wrestlers, the wrestlers all over the world. He's got his pulse on most of them around the world. So with that said, we have Uncle Tony picking Zane Rutherford, Coach K, and Big Rich picking Yanni Dahakamahalis to represent the United States of America.
Best way to the tournament, calling it right now. That's it right there.
Okay.
74 kilos, man.
Drop out.
This is the first of two. This is the first of two weight classes where we'll have somebody sitting. So let's get to start running through it. Your 1 seed at this weight will be Jason Nolf. 2 seed Chance Marsteller, who was your last chance qualifier champion. Your 3 seed is going to be Tommy Gant, the NC State Wolfpack. Then your 4 seed Logan Massa, 5 seed David Carr, 6 seed Evan Wick, 7 seed Vincenzo Joseph. Kyle Dake will be sitting in the semis, where he'll await the winner of that bottom half. And then Jordan Burroughs, multiple-time world champ, Olympic champ, will be sitting in the best of 3 for the winner of this tournament.
Wait, you said Jason Nolf is the 1 seed? How about Isaiah Martinez?
He's gone. He's out. He's out.
Why? What happened? I didn't know. Isaiah's out.
Did he say injury? He didn't say. I mean,
yeah, I didn't hear any. Yeah, he's not wrestling in this, but I didn't exactly hear why.
Yeah, you didn't say why.
Roman told me NCAA's. He looked like he was 195 out there.
Wow.
He was 200 pounds. He said he looked big. I mean, I don't know what the issue is, but I heard he's out. He's out.
All right, so let's go through the bracket. We got Jason Nolf, Chance Marsteller, Tommy Gant, Logan Massa, David Carr, Vincenzo Joseph, Evan Wick. That's on the board. There's other guys that aren't seated that are in this bracket.
No, this is the bracket.
Oh, that is the bracket.
Yeah.
All right. So you know what? I'm gonna go first this time. Rich, you'll go second, and then Khaled, you'll knock it out the park.
I'll go last. Yep, I'll go last.
Okay. All right. So listen, I haven't seen Jason wrestle in a while. I know how good Jason is. He's another one of those. Whatchamacallit kind of guys. Another Yanni. Another kind of guy that could score from so many positions, from so many.
Yep.
You name it. You don't know what you're gonna get hit with, where it's gonna come from, on the edge. You just don't know what he's gonna. He could do so much. It's insane. Now, the last time I saw Jason, I love Jason a lot. He's a great young man, and I've come to know him. You know, was at the trials. Was it the trials or something at NC State in Raleigh? And he was hurt. He had a bad ankle or bad foot and.
Bad ankle, yep.
Yeah, bad ankle. He's tough. And how about the way Chance Marsteller? God bless Chance Marsteller. Look at the way he's been coming on. If there's ever somebody that I personally could relate to and say, I'm so happy for, and it's so good for the sport of wrestling, when you go through some of the hiccups in his life that he's gone through, and to be able to come through it and work through it, because you just don't land on your feet. You know, when you go through some skirmishes in life, you just don't automatically land on your feet by coincidence. To work through, to get to where Chance got. I've seen him before, and I've spoken to him in passing. I'm so proud of that young man.
And he's giving back now too.
Huh?
He's giving back now too.
He's always giving back a lot, but even more so now.
Yeah, he's fully committed to coaching, and he's doing club, and he's coaching at a high school. He's just a great person overall. Yeah. Just this awesome person. I mean,
yeah, awesome person. But how about this, Coach? How about this? He just beat multiple national champ Vincenzo Joseph.
Or not just beat him.
Beat him 5-0. Just beat him. Shut him out.
Dominated the match.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you something. I've never seen anybody other than when Vincenzo lost to Makai Lewis, which is folk, is a different style, where I seen him physically beaten, where the other guy you could see beat him.
Yep.
I've always thought those two were on the same level, though.
Who?
Him and Chance. I mean, like,
oh, come on, you wouldn't say that when they were
they wrestled in the finals of the Southern Scuffles, a 1-0 match.
Okay, how many more times after that?
The last time they wrestled.
Okay, but
I don't think Marcel ever beat them, but they were always like neck and neck as far as wrestling goes.
Neck and neck, right, against each other.
against each other, but obviously against other people.
Vincenzo Joseph
Vincenzo
on
kind
another
of
level.
separated himself. Yes.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
But
That's
I'm not
all
shocked
saying.
that Marsteller beat him. I'm shocked in the way
How he beat him.
exactly.
How he beat him. And let me tell you something. Yeah, you're right. He dominated him. But let me tell you something. I said it on the podcast when me and Richie did the brackets for the Nationals. Logan Massa's in this weight class too, and the Logan Massa in freestyle is a whole lot better than Logan Massa than in folk style. So he's going to bring a lot of fight to the table. David Carr,
It's your first round matchup.
yeah, David Carr and Massa is going to be a good one. I think, it's going to be a tough one. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not, and I don't think I'm going on the edge. I really believe I saw when Chance beat Tommy Gant. It was a one position situation. If Tommy Gant, I'm telling the world right now, the country, the world, if Tommy Gant is on his offense early, scoring in the first period, not waiting for the second half of the match to have to come back, and he's wrestling and open and scoring early, he's winning that weight class. That's just my pick. If he opens up, I spoke with him yesterday. I told him, T, if you get after it and you're scoring and you're not worrying about winning and losing and you're just having fun and getting busy,
scoring points,
he's winning. He did it with Imar. He lost 8-7 at the NYAC, right?
But he waited till last second. He had that
the bone arrow.
He was turning him, and the ref stopped it when it shouldn't have been stopped.
Right.
But he's got to wrestle. He can't.
And I got a yellow card for that. I was in his corner coaching.
Yeah, and I was in his corner for the Marsteller match. He can't let guys slow him down. I mean, if we got a guy like Marsteller who wants to slow him down, it's gonna be tough for him to win this. But if he's to his offense, you can't tell me Tommy Gant can't beat someone. I mean, that's just my opinion.
If they don't slow him down,
he's a good friend of mine. Maybe I'm a homer, but I think if Tommy gets to his offense, you can't tell me he can't beat someone.
Yes, if Tommy really doesn't wait till after the match to say I could have, should have, and he really goes out there and doesn't think twice, and he just opens up, man, you want to talk about talent? You want to talk about length, athleticism, tough as nails, punch you, throw you through a wall, and can wrestle.
One of the toughest people I know.
Ooh,
yeah,
man. Tommy Gant. I'm picking Tommy Gant. I'm going hands down with Tommy Gant. He just had a baby. God bless you, Thomas. God bless your new daughter, Bailey. Yep. And I'm going to go with the new father with purpose and having purpose and reason to do something special. I think he's been so close, and I think this is going to be the weekend that it happens.
We've never seen him against Dake or Burroughs, have we? I mean,
not in an actual match. No, not in an actual match. No.
I'm not saying,
he would wrestle Dake in the semis,
but I've never seen him.
This tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, this tournament?
Yeah.
Then he's gonna have to wrestle Dake.
And then the winner of
that's
that
a tough one. I didn't realize that Dake's there. But you know what? I'm gonna ride with Tommy, man. I'm gonna ride with Tommy Gant.
I think Tommy's only even faced. I mean, he's faced Massa. He hasn't faced Chenzo. He's faced Evan Wick.
He's beaten Evan Wick.
I'll take Tommy to beat anybody in this field that I'm looking at in the first round, though.
Yes.
Who's he got in the first round? Who's his first round?
Evan Wick.
He beats Evan Wick.
Yeah, he's beaten Evan Wick. Evan's don't get it wrong. Evan's very capable too.
Oh yeah. What's Richie's pick here?
I mean, just going through it, I got Nolf going to the finals of the challenge tournament. And really what's the fun side for me is going to be that bottom half where Tommy's at. You know, I got Tommy. I have Tommy wrestling Dake in the semis. I think you talk about the Penn State factor of being able to, when you get time, I think that's going to help Vincenzo Joseph out a lot. I might pick him to beat Chance Marsteller in this rematch in the first round, but I got Tommy Gant wrestling Dake. Love Tommy Gant, but I can't go against Kyle Dake here. I got Dake winning the mini tournament and going to the best of 3 against Jordan Burroughs. I had a little conversation with the wrestling Nomad again, shouting him out.
Gotta give Nomad a shout. Nomad, that guy's the man. I love that young man. Good man. Great for wrestling. Wonderful man. Wonderful young brother. Whenever I've called him and asked him for anything and extended myself to him, he's always humbly, respectfully has done the right thing. And that's another great wrestling person
Yeah.
Nomad, I love you.
Great for the
God
sport.
bless you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great for the sport.
Well,
We love him.
we were having a little. It wasn't really a big conversation. It was just small little Twitter thing. But he was pointing out the history of the guys that sit in that best of three and their success rate there. And I just kind of went back there like to go along with the history. It just seems like fans in a lot of these outlets, a lot for reasons unbeknownst to me, every year want to pick against Jordan Burroughs, and almost about every year they're proven wrong every single year.
Yeah,
Jordan Burroughs is 7-1 lifetime
yeah,
against Kyle Dake.
Yeah. No matter how close the matches have been.
Yeah.
And at this level, they're always going to be close anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What's not close is 7-1.
It's exactly. And what the one thing Nomad said was, when you have a record like that, tell me when was the time that ever flipped. You know, the closest thing I could think of, and it's not really the same, was when Perry got over the hump against Johnny Hendricks. But like I said, that's not really the same. But the point being is, these people pick against Jordan Burroughs every time. And you can't pick against the guy when he proves you. I'm picking this guy until proven otherwise. Yeah. So I'm going with Jordan Burroughs to represent the United States at 74 kilograms.
Are people missing his match against David Taylor? I mean,
was it for that slip when he got hurt?
Even
that was really the change in the match.
Went up to wrestle an 86 kg guy. I mean, what am I missing?
And a world champion at 86.
World champion at that.
And look what the difference was with the slip when he got hurt.
That was the difference. And you're telling me, don't tell me that he's too old. Don't tell me he can't be Kyle Dake. Don't tell me he can't be anybody in the world.
Yeah.
Jordan Burroughs can be an Olympic champ.
He should have beat Chamizo when they wrestled, what was that, a couple weeks ago?
Oh, yeah. And talking about Chamizo, that's another thing why I say and going back real quick, I'm sorry, going back to 65 kilos. That's why I say, too, watch what Jordan Oliver you get. Because you remember I beat the streets 2 years ago. Jordan lost in a last-second scramble to Chamizo.
Yeah.
He was beating Chamizo with less than 20 seconds, and it was a reversal.
I got to watch him train a little bit.
Yeah. Who, Chamizo?
Yeah, at Edge, you know, when one of my old freestyle coaches was Olympian Luizzi, two-time Olympian Michele Luizzi, and he brought me down there to watch Chamizo train and just come. And I mean, this guy, the way he wrestles is the way he trains. He just looks like he's just playing around, sparring, and he's unbelievable. You know,
he's a phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal athlete. And when I say that, I don't want to use that word, as like they have something or they're gifted in a way that others ain't. That's not true, because all these guys are just great athletes. Mm-hmm. Some are just a little bit more, or just have a little bit more in their toolbox than other guys, but they're all great athletes. You got to remember too, what people don't realize. To be a great wrestler, you have to be a great athlete, but you have to be a great wrestling athlete. There's guys, I know guys who wrestle and are multiple national champs, can't dribble a basketball. They can't dance. And you're like, how's this guy? And he's got 2 left feet and he can't dribble a basketball. But it's true. But there's wrestling athletic ability where it's an athletic ability in its own world. When you talk about being athletic as a wrestler, they are in their own world. When you say, well, this guy's such a great basketball player, he can play naturally baseball, and he's a great wrestler, and then the guy he's wrestling, he stinks at basketball, he can't do anything, and then all of a sudden that guy beats the other guy because he's a great wrestling athlete in wrestling positions. He's great in those athletic positions and situations. So go ahead.
Well, I mean, so I got Dake winning the mini tournament. Jordan Burroughs representing the U.S.
Hey, Jake, real quick, Khaled, I'm sorry, real quick. Do you see or feel what I'm saying in that perspective as far as wrestling athlete?
For sure. There's guys. I mean, Tommy. Let's go back to Tommy real quick. Is a guy who is good at anything. He could pick up a lacrosse stick and be great at lacrosse.
Yeah,
and he's just an unbelievable athlete.
Naturally, all around athlete. That's the best way to describe
guys, it. Guys, who are wrestling athletes where their athleticism, favors their wrestling. They're not anything else. Not anything else past
wrestling.
You know what I mean? Sometimes maybe they're not as fast. Maybe they don't have a big leap.
Vertical leap, the vertical
explosiveness, but they're just great wrestlers. I agree. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I wonder because I don't know Jordan. I never really got to meet JB. I've been in his presence. I could have gone out. I've never done that though. I just give him a lot of respect because everybody's all over the brother.
Yep.
I wonder if he's a good athlete, like basketball, baseball, whatever. I wonder if he's because all I ever see him do is wrestle, and I don't know. I wonder if that brother got a handle in basketball. Is he nice if you throw football to him? Can he? Because I've seen wrestlers throw a football and they look like girls. I'm serious. I'd be some of the best wrestlers in the world. It's true, but go ahead. Go ahead. Anyway, who do you got winning this weight class, by the way? 74 kilos.
So what are my odds if I choose Tommy Gant? If I bet 100, how much do I get out of this?
Oh, man.
What do I get?
You break even, baby, because I'm going with my man. I got to go with Tommy because he's family, man. I mean, I'm not. This is one time I'm going to pick with my heart, and I have a big heart. But I'll tell you, and he has
I want to pick
ability.
with my heart here too. I'm liking, man. This is. I mean, people are going to disagree, and you know, I like Tommy, man. I like Tommy. I like Tommy
wrong with it.
I like Tommy Gant here. Like I said before, I think that guy gets to his offense and he's pushing the pace. It's gonna be very hard. And this is
And he's got the gas tank like there's no
this
other.
is a homer pick. Here you have it. I'll say it before anything. This is a homer pick. This is my guy. I'm going with Tommy. You might see one or two more here coming up, but
Tommy Gant.
Tommy Gant.
We got 2 Gants and a Dake.
No. I'm picking Dake to win the challenge
Burrows.
tournament. I'm picking Burrows to win the whole to win the weight.
Okay.
But if it does come down to Kyle Dake and Burrows, I'm going to Richie. I'm choosing Burrows. So like you chose 2 before, I'm choosing 2 now. I'm going with Burrows.
Me too. If it's Dake and Burrow, then I'm going with Burrow, no doubt. Yeah. So we riding Tommy Dake. We're riding Tommy Dake. We're riding T-Gan all the way to the finish line. Let's go.
I'm riding with my guy. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man.
Love
T-Gan.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to 86.
The 86 kilos. This is gonna be a pretty good one too, man. 11 seeds here. David Taylor, Zahid Valencia at the 2. Pat Downey recently reinstated. Pat Downey.
Wow.
Back, he's your 3 seed, 4 seed Miles Martin, 5 seed Gabe Dean, who recently came out of retirement, looked pretty good at that last chance qualifier as well. 6 seed Bo Nichols, 7 seed Nate Jackson, 8 seed Sammy Brooks, 9 seed Brett Farr, and then like 65 kilos, 2 dangerous seeds here, very low. Aaron Brooks and Carter Starachi at the 10 and 11.
Wow, who? Aaron Brooks and who? I mean, Starachi and who?
Aaron Brooks.
Starachi is small for this weight, man.
Yeah, but he's small for this weight. Now let's talk weight class again in national titles. Guess what we got here? We got 12 national titles, I think.
2,
we got 3,
4,
5. Miles is 6.
7.
Gabe Dean got 2.
8, 9, 10.
Nichols got 3. 13. Wait a minute. David's got 3. Valencia's got 2.
No, David's got 2.
David's got 2. Valencia's got 2. That's 4.
Yeah,
Miles got 1. That's 5.
5.
Dean got 2.
Yep, that's
7. Bo's got 3. That's 10. Brooks got 1, 11.
No, Brooks never won a national title.
Aaron
Brooks, excuse me.
Huh?
Sammy Brooks.
And Starachi.
Is that 13 or 14?
Is that 11 or 12? Something like, let's go. Again, 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 national titles among these 11 guys.
Wow.
That's insane.
Wow.
Not even
Let's
mentioning
talk
all
about
the
interesting weight classes.
honors.
This is it.
This is the one.
Yeah. And then you got to take look at all the international success in this bracket as well.
Yeah, David
David Taylor, world champion. Pat Downey represented us at the World Championship. Zahid Valencia, multiple-time junior world champion. You know, Miles Martin's had his success. Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks won a world title as an alternate.
As a junior, junior cadet with it.
As a junior. And it was as an alternate.
Yes. And he's another one you gotta.
Gabe Dean is back. Gabe Dean is back.
He's tough. Yeah, he's tough, man.
I mean,
like I said, came out of retirement and looked very good at the last chance qualifier.
I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna go fast, and I'm gonna go early.
Go ahead.
I'm going with David Taylor. I got David Taylor. But watch my dark horse in this weight,
Brooks.
Oh, Nickel.
No. I mean, it's a good dark horse. I mean,
dark horse. I got David Taylor though. David Taylor winning this weight.
I don't even think Bo Nichols coming out of that quarter.
Okay. Who's he got?
Downey.
Okay. You sleep on Bo Nichols?
I don't
that only lost to Jaden Cox 4-2.
Okay,
That's
going
great.
David Taylor. I'm going keep your eyes on Aaron Brooks.
Oh yes, no. We know
Aaron
that.
Brooks, whether he does it now,
Or in the future, it's
next
coming.
cycle, in the next couple years, Aaron Brooks will be world Olympic champion level wrestler. And
Yeah, no doubt.
you have it here first. I think he's, could win an Olympic title, world title type of guy.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, no.
Watch out for Aaron Brooks during this tournament. Do not get surprised. I have, been hearing some inside stuff. He's been doing really well in the room and
Against everybody.
He's against everybody.
I know.
Taylor,
I know
Bo,
everybody.
all these guys.
Yeah.
Brooks, keep your eyes on Brooks.
All right, we're gonna
Aaron
keep
Brooks.
our eyes on Brooks, and I love Aaron.
Got David
Love
Taylor,
Aaron.
though.
I love Aaron, and he's the real deal. You saw my bracket breakdown. What I said, he's the one guy in this weight class that does have a lot of freestyle experience. Though he's the young puppy, his father's age, and only winning his first national title. You have to remember that he left high school and chose not to go to college. Spent a year in the Colorado Springs Olympic training facility before he went to Penn State. He's always been big with the freestyle. He's put tons of time into the freestyle. Yep. And when Khaled, who has a lot of inside info and knowledge of what goes on in that Penn State RTC and wrestling room, he knows what he's talking about when he says, and he's trying to keep it respectful by not, telling people's business, so to speak, that he hears how he does in that room. I love Aaron. I think that he's got everything Khaled said that you need to win world titles. I think that's definitely going to happen. But I just find it hard at his age right now when you're going against more mature grown men.
Experience.
I know. And it's not that. It's just that he just wrestled folk style for the last 3 months. And he's just coming out of heavy folk style mindset, heavy folk style position, heavy folk style everything. That's
I would challenge you on that because
Rich is challenging. Challenge.
Not that I'm picking Aaron Brooks. I would just challenge you on that because when Kyle Schneider won his first world title, he did the exact same thing.
But he was always on freestyle though because
but
during the
year that he won his first world title, he wrestled a full college season. It wasn't like the other years where he took time off to go wrestle overseas.
Okay.
Well, he did from what he told me, from what I've heard from when he did a clinic for us at Empire, he was saying that he was still always focusing on freestyle. Folk style, he did it. A lot of these guys are doing it to get their education and to support their team, right? They put.
But was that when he said that I'm specifically talking?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's the year I'm talking
about. Yep, that's the year I'm talking about.
Okay.
So he's always had that freestyle in his back pocket, and that's kind of like what Uncle Tony brings up is kind of the reason why I'm not picking Dayton Fix. I'm picking, and I wouldn't pick Dayton Fix anyway, but after beating Gilman last year, it's a big reason why I'm not picking Dayton Fix. I'm picking Gilman, and that's why I'm going with Gilman because of what Uncle Tony says. It's not easy, and there's a reason why we have a freestyle season, and there's a reason why we have folk style season at the high school level, and I agree with you. I couldn't agree more. I think it's not going to be easy just to transition like this when you're focusing on riding time and all this turning guys and stalling points, and
that's the only thing. Yeah. And I think that's the only thing that might work against Aaron. But if anybody could do it, is Aaron. And again, you can't sleep on Starachi. Starachi's not in the Kale didn't throw him.
Starachi's got nickel first round.
I know. I'm just that's but he listen, he's got nickel first round, and I don't expect him to beat Bo because Bo's my dark horse after David Taylor. But I think these young men are gonna definitely grab national attention after this tournament. People are gonna be like, but
he's gonna beat someone who no one thinks people don't think he's gonna beat. Right. He has the brightest future, in my opinion, in this bracket.
Who's that?
Aaron Brooks.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
I agree.
No, I agree all day long. Like I said, when he's on, I was doing the bracket with Richie Wright, our coach, when we did the D1 national brackets. And what I said about Aaron is when Aaron's on and Aaron won, he could take down anybody he wants twice in the first pick.
An amazing person, absolutely great person. Anybody would want to be around him. Yeah. Just an awesome person
and great family, great father, great mother. He's got a brother that's older than him, a little small. Then he's got 2 little brothers that I'd be whooping up on.
Yeah.
He got 2 little brothers. They're so cute.
He's on FaceTime with them all the time when I'm.
And those 2 little guys, they're hammers.
Yeah.
They're hammers. So I can beat Brooks, the younger ones.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do that.
I better not say that too loud because they tell their father John, we're gonna whoop Uncle Tony, we're gonna whoop him. But with all of that nonsense, and the play talk said, you're right though, Khaled. You've been around. You're one of the finer wrestling minds in the country, if not the world. And I don't say that just to say it. I've been around a long time. I think you're right when it comes to Aaron Brooks. Anything can happen with him in this bracket. Again, I'm gonna pick David Taylor, but anything can happen with that kid in the bracket.
Yep.
So you're both picking Taylor.
Yes.
Yep. Who are you going with, Rich?
Very safe pick by you two. I see you two don't like to live on the edge at all.
Whoa, who are you picking? Who are you picking? Don't tell me after that you're picking Taylor. You can't pick.
No, he's gonna pick Brett.
No,
you're not allowed to pick Taylor now.
Brett
Who are you picking?
from Minnesota.
No, I'm not picking David Taylor.
You're picking Brett.
You're not allowed to.
No, I'm not picking Brett Favre either. Brett Favre
like
would have to upset David Taylor for me to pick Brett Favre. I actually don't even think Brett Favre will
he
make
can
it
throw
out
good
of
football,
Pittsburgh.
can he?
That's the other Brett Favre.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's Brett Favre.
Oh, okay. All right, but go ahead.
Who's your pick? Let's hear it.
Yeah, what he got,
I'm
Rich?
taking Zahid Valencia to win this weight. I take it, and don't get me wrong. His second round match, I believe he's gonna wrestle Aaron Brooks, and those two got a little rivalry going on already. That's not gonna be easy for him at all. And that has upset potential.
Ooh, Aaron Brooks isn't the same Aaron from when they.
Well, Aaron Brooks is gonna have a war if he's gonna make a run. He's gonna have a war to get because his first match is Nate Jackson, so he's gonna have a war to get through anyway.
Nate's tough.
Nate's
tough. Yeah, and Nate again. That's that grown man strength. Nate's like what, 74 years old?
Nate Jackson and Nick are the same age.
I know. What are they, like 26?
20, 25, 26, yeah.
25, 26, yeah. All right, but
Zahid Valencia. Wow. I mean, I guess it shouldn't be that.
But you guys,
let's talk about Zahid Valencia that just lost to Jordan Burroughs 5 months ago.
But that's Jordan Burroughs, though.
I know.
And also just to go back, Taylor. I get that. But it's not like David Taylor kind of whooped up on Zahid when he was a young puppy. He's not a young puppy anymore. And the other thing too, you guys talked about, the pace that Jordan Oliver wrestles. Zahid Valencia wrestles at a very high pace.
Yeah, I think that affected him. Look what happened in that Burroughs match. That's affected him. Look what happened. He came out hard against Burroughs and he faded.
Right.
Very
big time.
Bad. And that affected him big time. So you mean he's got to wrestle the whole?
He already picked his horse, coach.
I'm not
got Valencia.
I'm not trying to take
there's a lot of factors to take into place.
I like the different pick. I like going on the edge here and picking Zahid. I just don't see it happening.
This is going to be a gauntlet of a weight class too, though, man.
I think. Well, accomplishment-wise, when we talk about national titles, it's the deepest, most accomplished.
I mean, look at the second round too. You got Dean against Martin. Those guys have had wars. I think Martin got the recent win, but those guys have.
That's crazy. And then listen.
And then
Pat Downey brings the fight. Yo, listen,
he's running his mouth right now. He posted the bracket and saying "prepare to be debunked" and all. That's his slogan right now.
I don't.
Do you know Pat by any chance? Have you ever gotten to know Pat Downey?
It's funny. The day before Final X, because he actually had a forfeit because of David Taylor had to pull out.
Right.
I actually was at his house the day before with Machiavello.
Okay, Mikey.
And we were just hanging out and stuff. He's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
I don't think he means. I don't think he means bad. Obviously,
I think he's
people, I'm not for that he may have done in his past, but I'm not here to judge anybody. He comes to wrestle. The one thing I will say though is that MMA wrestling is completely different than wrestling for wrestling. So I don't think. I think he could do well. I don't think he'll do as well as people may expect.
I think he's gonna do. I think
focusing on wrestling.
Okay. I'm gonna have an opposite opinion. That's why I'm glad we're doing this. I don't think anybody in this weight class brings the punch you to the face attitude to the mat and can wrestle like Pat Downey. Pat Downey brings the dark New York City back alley jump you and beat the crap. You're Pat Downey.
Is that who you have facing David Taylor? Man. Wait, is that who you have facing David Taylor?
I'm just saying that I got David Taylor winning it.
Who do you have facing wrestle David Taylor in the best of three?
Out of this whole bracket?
Yeah.
Now, wait, who will see David Taylor first? Well, is Downey on the same
No,
side?
Downey's on the same side as Zahid.
Mhm.
Downey's path is he's got the bye. He gets the winner of Nickel Starachi. And then I have Zahid going. So he would probably wrestle Zahid or the winner of Nate Jackson, Aaron Brooks.
All I'm saying is, look, I know that Pat Downey's going to bring fight to the game. That's
Okay.
all. I got my pick in David Taylor. I'm just saying, let's not forget that Pat Downey.
Working on that.
Pat Downey's going to bring the fight.
He's there to
He's
fight.
not rolling over for nobody.
Some guys are there to wrestle. He's there to fight.
That's right.
He's in there. He's ready to.
Yep.
He's there to fight.
Okay.
So I got David Taylor.
David Taylor.
Uncle T. Richie has got
Brett
going
Favre.
on the edge here.
He's going Brett Favre.
He's going Zahid.
He's going Zahid.
Okay.
97 kilograms. You got Kyle Schneider sitting in the best of 3. Jaden Cox will sit to the challenge tournament semis. So let's go through your 1 through 8 seeds here, excluding those 2. Your 1 seed is Colin Moore, 2 seed Hayden Zilmer, 3 seed Big Mike Marcavello, 4 seed Kyvan Gatson, 5 seed Ty Walls, 6 seed Mr. Fast Twitch AJ Ferrari. Then your 7 seed is Ben Honus, and your 8 seed, a very tough Braxton Amos.
Yep.
All right. So
Uncle Tony going first.
I'm going to go first. Yeah, I went first last time. I'm going to go first again. I'm not scared. I'm going to go with Mike Machiavello. I'm going to go with
Cox.
I got Mike Machiavello. No, and this out of these 8 guys that are here.
Okay.
Here. And then he would sit.
Well, he's got Cox in the semis.
You gotta see Cox in the semis.
Yeah, that's.
I don't love these seeds. I don't hate them.
I don't like the way he's got to be in the semis.
Obviously lost to Zilmer.
And he beat Colin Moore the last time they were.
Colin Moore.
Right.
I'm not in love with these seeds. I'm not mad about them. I mean, I guess how do you see them then, right? I mean, they're all back and forth. So it's just, I guess that's just a toss up. Maybe I'm a mock fan, and he's a good friend of mine. So maybe that's why. But
yeah, me too.
I got Mock making out of the challenge tournament. I mean, out of the these top 8 seeds.
Meaning, yeah, that's I got Mike Machiavello. Mike is tough, man, and he's ready. We speak to him. You speak to him. He's ready.
Well,
I'm gonna go with Mike Machiavello.
Obviously, I was there to coach him in the Snyder match.
Right.
That didn't feel like a tech fall match. The score didn't represent the match. If that
didn't
makes
indicate
sense.
the match. Okay.
Yeah, because obviously it's a tech fall. Snyder did what he had to do to win that match. But there were positions where I think Mock had made some small tweaks and adjusted and I think he could be in there. That could be a 4-3 match, or or even closer match. And then even Snyder at the end, it's kind of. I mean, Mock never even exposed. I mean, he went for a suplex at the end. Snyder lands on his back. Mock lands on top of him, sitting on top of him, and they gave him 4 for that at the end, which I don't think was, the right call. But again, I'm not a ref, so
the only thing I worry about Mike is Mike. Sometimes he's too much of a nice guy.
I was gonna say that after you guys were.
I love Mike.
But mine says change. I talked to him. Last week I tried not to bother these guys during the week of their competition.
Yeah, me too. Same here. I've been such a nice guy. He thinks everybody's his friend,
but
I told him
his mindset,
it's different now.
And I think the more wrestling that happens, this is what I tell him all the time, the better it is for Michael Machiavello. When the more wrestling happens, the better it is for him. He has great conditioning.
He's a dog. Yeah, he's a dog. He's a dog.
He's ready. If he fights, you're in trouble. And he always comes out. And he's going to be coming out there to fight this weekend. I know that for a fact.
Me too. Yeah, me too. If he leaves the nice guy, if he leaves Mr. Nice Guy in Raleigh and brings Mr. Pat Downey,
that nice guy is always going to be there. Maybe after the matches, hopefully after the matches, though. That nice guy will always be there.
Yeah,
Mike Machiavello is an angel.
Yeah, he's an angel, but he needs to be an angel
after the match. After he beats these guys. After he beats Cox and Snyder, then we could all be friends.
Yes. Yeah, he's very capable, man. Mike Machiavello's very, very capable.
Who's to say? Why would anybody say that Mike Machiavello can't beat these guys? I mean, who's to say that he can't beat these guys?
He's got the talent.
He's got the
talent.
Stays in great position.
Yeah, he's a stingy
another guy.
wrestler.
You cannot tell me that Mike Machiavello cannot beat these guys. Mike Mach cannot beat these guys. I mean, I can't take that for an answer.
No, me neither. Me neither.
So who you got? Like, I know you said out of the 8, who are you picking to win the challenge tournament, or who are you picking to win to represent the U.S.?
Mike Machiavello.
I'm with him. I'm going.
I'm gonna pick Mock. I think Mock's
I'm
ready.
going. I'm going with the information that I have. Obviously, aside from the actual match results, just with talking to Mike, and I think he's ready. I think he's ready for a fight this Olympic team trials. I see him representing USA at the Olympics, and I'm going Mock. And again, people are gonna say this is a homer pick. Maybe it probably is going off of past results. It probably is a homer pick. He's my guy. He comes to fight. He wins this tournament. I'm going Mike Machiavello.
All right. AJ Ferrari's on a big high right now. Mike Machiavello's going to spoil that. I got Mike Machiavello going to the semis against Jaden Cox. I got Colin Moore and Jaden Cox wrestling in the.
You lost your passion and support for the kid Twitch.
I'm a realist. He's NCAA's. I stuck with that.
Fan.
I believed he was going to win it, but this is a different level.
And his family, great family, man. His dad's. Well, number one, I'm a fan because he's from Yonkers. I'm a Yonkers guy. He's a Yonkers guy.
They look like
from Yonkers.
They look like the stereotypical Italian New York.
AJ Ferrari's father's from Brentwood, Long Island.
No, stop it. He's from Yonkers. You wish.
I didn't know that he's from Yonkers.
Yeah, he's a great. I mean, I've known him for years. His son has wrestled on. His younger son, Angelo's wrestled on some of my teams, and
I didn't know that.
He's just. We stayed in contact. I was even after his match. He was. He was super happy. He was super happy when Roman won. He's just. He's super
That's
happy.
What makes you Khaled who you are.
Excited to see me when I won. When Roman won, he was super excited when he saw me, and I gave him the same back when I saw AJ win. He's a great. Gave him same energy because he's just a good guy, humble guy, just awesome,
hard working,
great person. The family's awesome. I've heard nothing but great things about them. And
that's for. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm a fan of the kid.
That's
great for the sport.
Yeah, that's a great thing, and I didn't know that you had that connection. You see, that's what I mean about you and how long your arms reach and how much you're out there, and you've just been out there for so long. I mean, you're 24 today.
23.
23 today.
Yeah, 23 today.
Yeah, 23 today. Happy birthday again to our boy Khaled. And look, at the young age of 23, he's got a wealth of experience and relationships under his belt, which is unheard of at his age. Unheard of.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Unheard of at his age.
That's one of the things we talked about when you came on the first time.
Unheard of. I've never seen anybody that young have the respect, the relationships, the accomplishments that you are a very rare young man in life, period. Forget just wrestling. So kudos to our boy Khaled. But that's funny because Richie, when it comes to Ferrari, you're speaking so highly of him, the family, and the little brother that wrestled on some of your teams. Richie picked Ferrari to win nationals. And when I told everybody, watch the show, Richie picked, they're like, no way. Richie picked that kid to win it at 97. And he won a national title. Richie picked
I told the dad, we after his quarterfinals match, I said to him, because they break down the session, I said, your boy's gonna win it. Why not him? And he loved. His dad got excited. I said, why not him? Why not AJ Ferrari? And the dad loved that, and he told me that after he won. He's why not him?
The confidence. He doesn't lack confidence at all.
He doesn't lack ability either.
No, that was the biggest reason why I picked him. I like the way that he looked. I remember going into Big 12s when I forget the kid's name from Utah Valley, which is a little disrespectful because he's no slouch. But people were picking against Ferrari there, and I'm just like, how are you going to pick against AJ Ferrari the way he's looked? I know it was a bit of an abbreviated season or a condensed season, but just from what he passed the eye test. I thought his biggest match was going to be when he wrestled Amin in the semis. Right. And he passed that test with flying colors. So that was an easy. For me. That was a bit of an easy one. But
you say easy, and if you see the summary and the breakdown that we had when it came to that, and you chose him and you picked him right. I thought, and I was wrong. I thought before he won it, and I was very specific and I broke it down in detail.
Didn't think people were going to fall for what he did.
No, I thought that somebody would have enough sense to stay in a heavy staggered stance and circle away from his power shot throughout a match, because you know as a coach, right, Khalid?
Yeah.
That if you could stay in that staggered stance, it's hard to get that. You're gonna still get it. You got to make the guy move into step into position to get that double. But I'm almost sure that the start of avoiding a double is staying in a staggered stance or trying to stay in a staggered stance.
Yeah.
And motion. And I thought that somebody would have figured that out or gotten real discipline and exercised that, and no one did. And I don't think it would have mattered because you know what? He finds a way anyway.
I'll tell you who's going to be the guy, Mike Machiavello. I mean, I like the family, and I like the kid, but you know, Mach is just on another level, just too intelligent. That party ends with Mike Machiavello. I think the kid has a bright future.
Yeah,
probably will represent the USA in the future. Yeah. But I got Mike
Machiavello.
Yeah,
what do you got?
Look, I got Mock's not gonna fall for anything that Ferrari does. I got him go. Like I said, I have him meeting up with Cox. I have Cox beating Mock. I got Cox beating Colin Moore. Those two know each other pretty well. I'm pretty sure they train together at Ohio State. And then I got this is the other part of the conversation I had with Nomad. Was rivalries. We talked 7-1 with Dake and Burroughs. That's not a rivalry, but Cox and Schneider, that's a rivalry. Even with Schneider's got the two recent wins, but those two that is a rivalry.
They left the Fargo too in high school.
Yeah, exactly. They've got
Cox and Schneider.
Yeah, those two have been going at it for a very long time.
Who won in high school?
I believe Cox beat him last in high school.
Okay,
but Schneider got the wins in college.
Okay, and who's got the last wins in freestyle? Cox.
They never wrestled in freestyle.
They never wrestled freestyle?
Maybe in high school, but not at the senior level.
Okay, not at the senior level.
Well, you talk about the history of with the success of being able to sit in the finals. I'm gonna go against that here. I think the situation Jaden Cox is in between. Well, we already know the talent he is. He's a multiple-time world medalist, world champ.
Yes.
He's training at the Olympic Training Center, got KJ in his corner, but then Schneider leaves Ohio State to go to Penn State, and then Cox decides to make the move to pretty much be his replacement at Ohio State. Now, you can't tell.
Oh, he went to Ohio State, huh?
You can't tell. Tom Ryan is a phenomenal human being, and he'll never show you, maybe that he's angry or something like that, but you can't, and I don't have any inside knowledge. But you can't tell me that it didn't sting him that Schneider left. Not that Schneider left Ohio State, that he left Ohio State to go to Penn State. And so you bring in Jaden Cox afterwards. They're gonna compete at that spot. I think that Ohio and Tervel Delagnev just left, but I think that those coaches at Ohio State are prepping Jaden Cox for everything that they're going that Kyle Schneider is going to bring.
That's just for the media, though. Him going to Ohio State.
It's a great story. It is a great story,
but I have not seen anything
out of Ohio State.
Ohio State,
other than when Steve won Worlds.
Well, no, forget about that on the freestyle level. That's true, but I've never seen. I haven't seen anything of Cox training at Ohio State. I have not seen any videos.
And what made him go there? Like, who's in the room?
I think that was just for press. I think that was just for media.
Delagnev is leaving now, but he's been the coach. He's going to coach the RTC in Nebraska, but he's been the coach for Ohio at the RTC this entire time.
Yeah,
I feel like it was just for social media. I mean, I don't.
And Miles Martin's there as well, but he's heading out too.
He's leaving too. I feel like something's going on at Ohio State. I'm not sure what it is. But there's something fishy going on. That's not to be discussed now anyway, but I have not seen Jaden Cox in the Ohio State room.
I didn't even know he was there. I mean, I'm a little.
I mean, that might have just been
because of work.
I'm at Kyle Snyder. That might have just been for the social medias. I don't know what I have.
Originally, they said he was training there part-time, and then I want to say maybe about a month or so after Schneider made the announcement he was going, or maybe a little more than a month, probably like 2-3 months after Schneider left to Penn State, they made the announcement that he was going to like really train at Ohio State.
Yeah.
But initially he was just going back and forth between Colorado Springs and Ohio State.
Have you seen it though?
No, I haven't seen anything.
I mean, I feel like that's something that would have been posted.
I've seen I haven't seen him working out in the room,
Yeah,
but I've seen some stuff with him and like around other Ohio guys that are at Ohio State.
Okay.
I don't think it really matters, right? When your world champion as accomplished as him, right? Making the move now, I think he's already okay.
That might have been a money move.
Yeah, and that yikes. But then think about it. He left. He's no longer training with KJ. The guy.
No, he's still training with KJ.
So then why is he at Ohio State?
It's kind of like a back and forth thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
You're onto something, Khalid.
I think that's where I'm at. Where's your pick?
I'm going against the grain here as far as the history. Like I said, those guys have a history. Those guys that get to sit in the best of three have a history of success there. I'm going against that. I'm gonna pick Cox.
Okay. If it does come down to that, two guys, like I said before, the two guys who are probably favored, I'm picking Mock. But if it does, I'm actually also going Cox. I think his athleticism is what separates the two guys. Are both great wrestlers. I think the athleticism is what separates them.
That match is that series is gonna go the full 3 though.
With Snyder and Cox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Potentially, I maybe I got
I
Cox.
think I think
if Mock doesn't win it, Cox in 2.
Cox in 2.
Wow.
Cox in 2.
Even with him being able to sit, because Cox still has to wrestle 2 matches.
Cox in 2.
Cox in 2. Yep.
All right.
I got to go in 3. I got Cox in 3.
Okay. We got 125 kg. Let's do it.
Oh, nobody beats the Gwiznowski. Nick's in there.
Well,
Gable Stevenson, Mason Paris.
Uncle Tony butchered his name. Uncle Tony butchered his name. Gwiznowski, not Dowski. Gwiznowski.
Gwizdowski.
Chael Sonnen out there.
The
only person I heard pronounce it worse was Chael Sonnen after his Bellator fight. He butchered Gwiz's name. Just call him Gwiz, Uncle T.
Gwizdowski. Nobody beats the Gwiz.
1 seed Nick Gwizdowski, 2 seed Gable Stevenson, 3 seed Mason Paris, 4 Don Bradley, 5 Anthony Nelson, Tony Nelson, however you want to say it, 6 Dan Kirkvliet, 7 seed Tanner Hall, 8 seed Garrett Ryan, 9 seed Jordan Wood. I guess I'll start with this one because this is a nice field. I like seeing Don Bradley in here.
Yeah, me too.
Get ready for this one.
Oh, please.
Because I might be the only one that's picking this, which is crazy to me. Gable Stevens is going to represent the United States at 125 kilos. It's the consensus is he's done with amateur wrestling after this. So, and I believe he's taking it all, not just the factor of going out with a bang, but he's that. I've never seen a heaveight who wrestles like him, who can move like him, does the things that he does.
Yeah.
He might win the Olympics. That's how highly I think of him.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny about that is a couple of years ago, we were saying the same thing about Nick Gwizdowski. We never seen a heavyweight move like Nick. Nick was moving around, and getting into shots that people normally get into on the smaller frame, not anymore. He was on a smaller frame of heavyweight. I think that's going to make those are the guys. Those are the guys who are going to be in the finals. And like you said before, I've got to spend some time recently at Big Tens, after Big Tens and at NCAAs with Gable. Great person, funny, just likes to be around good people. And this very well could be his last wrestling tournament, the Olympics, of course, if he makes it. He's got guys like Triple H messaging him. He showed me text after, Triple H we're hanging out, playing video games, and Triple H is texting him, congratulations. Paul Heyman's texting him, congratulations.
No way.
The guy's a real deal. If he wants to go to WWE, he will be in the WWE.
Are you serious? Those big timers are texting him?
Yes, all these guys are texting him while we're hanging out right there. Me, him, and Roman hanging out, and those guys are texting him, saying congrats on Big Tens, and then I'm sure they congratulate him after NCAAs. He's got the best of the best texting him in the WWE, and he's got options. The kid's got options.
He's going that way, isn't he? He said he's going WWE.
Yeah, I mean, they got a good relationship.
What I've heard from him, he's not confirmed. He doesn't know what he's going to do, but he has options, and all his options are real. I've seen it firsthand. With that being said, I'm going with experience. Nick's got to stop Gable early, but I'm still going with experience. I'm going Nick Gwizdowski. Gable and Nick are both good friends of mine. Obviously, I've known Nick for a long time, coming up when you're being a New York guy, being a heavier guy. Nick is someone you looked up to, even me and You know, a good friend of mine used to meet, who's a two-time All-American for Maryland. It was a guy that we looked up to whenever he came to Empire, Iowa style at the time. You know, we were always there. We always, and he's just another good dude. And I'm going Nick Gwizdowski. Gwiz, I'm going with the experience here. I'm going Nick Gwiz. He's going to represent USA at 125 kg.
Okay. And we're gonna look at the bracket. We see who's in here. Like we said, I think there's 3 guys that are gonna really be that are the actual cream of the crop, and that's Gwizdowski, Nick, Gable, and Mason Paris. What we all just witnessed what Gable did to Mason Paris, not only in the Big Tens, but at nationals. And it was done on its feet, which is what's going to happen at the freestyle at this event. He hit Mason Paris with a super duck. Yo, come on, man.
Did he super duck?
He's a heavyweight.
Not from the outside. They were like in a tie, but it was a duck.
He's
I'm gonna call it a super duck.
That's what the super duck is. Super duck's from the outside.
I know that. I said,
I care.
I'm cheating. I don't care.
I don't care. He's a heavyweight.
Uncle Tony's definition of super duck.
Heavyweights don't do these things.
He didn't just duck from one side. He shifted him and came across.
I feel like that wasn't something I would miss though. So when he said super duck, I was like, I would not have missed that. A duck is big anyway.
And I'm not the only one who said it was a super duck. Other people in the wrestling community said it.
Yeah.
And we know what a super duck. And nobody in my eyes, if you look at technique and look at it from, I don't think anybody's ever hit, in my eyes, a better super duck and a prettier super duck and a more fluid super duck than Bubba Jenkins when Bubba was in game.
He patented the super duck.
Yeah, that was he, man. I seen him one time hit it on a kid in high school. The kid, he hits the super duck and the kid's still standing here. The kid is like, he's behind her. But anyway, with that said, you know what?
Who's Uncle Tony's pick?
You know, Gwiz cannot allow Gable to come in there cocky, confident, and scoring. Nick's got to be the one. Nick's got to make the adjustments and be the one on his legs. Does Nick get to his legs? That's going to be hard, man. Gable is not the same Gable that Nick beat the last time they wrestled. And the last time they wrestled, Gable won. But I'm saying the last time Nick beat Gable.
Yeah. So
Gable's not the same guy no more. But I'm really gonna honestly.
I'm looking forward to this pick here.
I'm gonna go with Nick Gwizdowski. I'm gonna
I knew it.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna go with experience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I know how hard and I know how much it means to Nick, and I know that some losses do certain things to certain people, and I've come to know Nick, and a loss does him nothing but good. And I think that last time he did lose to Gable, he's going to come really well. He's going to make the adjustments, and I think he's the one who's going to be the one. If he doesn't open up and if he doesn't make Gable have to be defensive and be defending shots, and he just stays in there and lets Gable get to his stuff, he's going to have a long night.
To Richie's point, if Gable does make this out of this, if Gable makes it out of this,
he's winning Olympic gold. He's winning gold.
He could win Olympic gold.
Yeah.
He very well could win Olympic gold.
Depending on the show, you're right. If he gets through Nick and he beats Nick 6-0, and you see an obvious separation in him and everybody in this field this week, the world better get ready.
I'll have a more clear opinion on how either guys will do at the Olympics after
this tournament.
After this tournament, I'll have a better prediction of how they would do at the world level at the Olympics. Yep.
All
we know
right,
how Nick will do.
Yeah.
Nick's a top 3 guy every year.
Yeah.
So now we got to see.
I got Nick
Gwizdowski.
Pronounced properly.
Another New York guy. So I think I have 2 New York guys in Olympic team.
Yanni and Gwiz.
I'm going New York, and Tommy Gant and Mock are part New York guys, so that's going to count for something.
Adopted
New York.
They're part-time North Babylon guys. They spend a lot of The
Yonkers,
Yonkers too.
spend
Yeah,
some
that's
time
true.
in
They got
Yonkers up there.
Yonkers, but you know they got a lot of blood and time
Yes,
here in North
yes,
Babylon, brother.
Yes,
So
yes,
yes,
yes.
they have the North Bab Yonkers pedigree in them.
Yeah.
So with that said, Uncle Tony's going with Nick Gwizdowski as United States Olympic representative. Gable, if you see me, don't take it personal. I love you, young man. As for everybody else in this field, I wish them the best. There's only two guys here that I think really need to be spoken about.
It's gonna be fun. This whole tournament's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I had to make a correction too. It's the best of three will be on day 2. Challenge is the one day. So that's
Now I want to ask you
that was my question. Do they? Because I thought it was 2 days. Do they have to weigh in the second day?
yeah.
Oh,
on
the challenge, yes.
Yeah. For the date for the best of 3, they have to, and that's the other reason why.
Now, who's gonna see Paris in the semi? Stevenson?
Stevenson.
Okay.
It's not Steven. It's Steve's son.
Stevenson.
Stevenson. No, he's right. Stevenson. It's Steve's
No
son.
end. There's no end. There's no end, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Steve's son.
Stevenson.
Steve. I say Stevenson. Come on. You know I butcher up names. Stevenson.
Yeah. You've been crushing it this time. This is your best go at butchering names.
Uncle Tony, the butcher of name pronunciation.
The butcher. We're gonna call you the butcher.
A butcher. All right. So Nick Gwizdowski at 125 kg. Rick, who do you got, Richie?
I got Gable. I got Gable. Man, Gable's gonna do what Kurt Angle did.
I don't think we have the same picks on any of these as Richie. I mean, do me and Richie have the same pick on any of these guys?
Yanni, we both picked Yanni.
You picked Yanni? Okay. So we all have at least one that we agree on.
Yeah. There you go.
Fun weekend. I look forward to it.
Yep.
I'll be watching.
Now it starts tomorrow, right? What time? All right, so wrestling starts tomorrow. So get ready to get on the internet and get ready to watch some wrestling. It's not going to be on TV. It's going to be on ESPN.
No, in NBC.
Peacock. It's gonna be on Peacock.
Well, if you want to watch the full tournament, you get a Peacock subscription so you can watch it there. But it will be live on the NBC Sports.
For anybody watching this, I mean, they charge a monthly subscription, but they give a week free. So if anybody needs that, go for it.
So you can set up the whole tournament tomorrow to watch it.
We just got to get the Peacock subscription.
So how do you do that?
We'll talk after the show.
Okay, we'll talk after the show. Okay,
We'll talk after the show.
We're having fun. Well, anyway,
thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. I
huh?
really appreciate you guys having me.
Anytime, man.
This was
Anytime
fun.
we
This
can get
was a lot of
Coach
fun.
Kitty. I get your prospects on, man. We want to start breaking news on here, man. So anytime you can get somebody on here to break some news, let's talk.
We'll get some guys on there. I got some guys we can get on here.
We
Some
gotta
young
get
guys,
them
some
on.
older guys, college guys.
Yeah.
Roman will be on soon. He's supposed to be on earlier. He got caught up with the NCAA season, but we'll get him on here as well. And
Yeah, we got
Carter. We got Carter
a
coming
lot of
on.
guys coming on.
We got
pretty
AB's
soon.
gonna come on hopefully.
and we'll get some of my younger guys too.
Yeah, we already got Maddie. We already been blessed with PJ Duke and Maddie. Maddie Lopes
Rocco,
on the
Max
show.
Gallagher.
Yeah, we gotta get
Max Gallagher. We have Tyler Ferreira.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys we got to get on there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think nurturing the youth is so important because they become the future anyway. So what better situation than to have young Ferrari and Max, and then in 5 years or 4 years or 6 years, these guys are wrestling for national titles, and you'll go back
Can't
into
wait.
the archive of
I
the
can't wait.
rundown.
Yes, I can't wait.
It can't. Well, listen,
Can't wait
it's
to come back
been
and watch this.
close out.
Yeah, it's been a fun one, man, and everybody gear up because it's definitely going to be a fun weekend. I mean, like we said, 65 kilos, 86 kilos, going to be a gauntlet of a tournament between those two weights. It's definitely fun talking wrestling with you guys, as always, breaking this thing down. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the support, and we will see you guys next time.
All right.